after you've gone through setting up the submission and getting all the paperwork ready, this is the part where you get to set everything up to ship to PSA or whatever grading company you choose to do. I'm sure it's similar to this, but basically I'm going to show you everything you more or less need. I mean, of course, you're gonna need your cards. Let me fix the camera. You're gonna need your cards. I sell cards online sometimes, so I use these to ship them. So I have a bunch of them, but you can use cardboard. That's basically what they tell you on PSA to use. You are going to need some semi-rigid card holders. They sell them at some places by the ones like singles. I usually just buy the box. And then this is the kind that I buy, right? So you're gonna need this to send over to PSA, and then I'll show you why later. You're gonna need some bubble wrap or some paper or the little peanuts to keep everything tight and safe. And then sorry about that. You need a box, right? And any box that's a decent size. This is probably bigger than what I need to use, but this is all I have at the house, so we're gonna use it. Okay. And most important, you're gonna need your labels, right? The first label goes outside of the box, and then basically is for a single order, right? So this is only if you're sending one order in one box. If you're sending multiple orders in one box, in the last video, there was that link where it says package together. It would have given you something like this, and you would have been able to ship multiple orders in one box, and when they scan that, it will tell them exactly what orders are in that box. And we're gonna pick the cards that go with it, right? So in this case, it's just a what if scenario, so I'm just gonna say that this is the card that was on that order. I'm gonna grab the semi-rigid, and then I'm going to show you why they want you to send it on these, right? And not the top loaders. So why? When you're putting it on one of these, it's already hard enough to make it go all the way into the holder. When you are using a semi-rigid, well, actually this is a semi-rigid. When you're using a top loader, this is what's gonna happen, right? The guy or gal, whatever, grabs the card out of the box, unwraps it, and the first thing they do is, well, they're gonna scan it, right? When you submit to PSA, you're gonna get a scan as soon as they get the card and arrives at PSA. You're gonna get a scan of the front and the back of the card. That scan is with this on, right? It's with the semi-rigid and the sleeve on the card. So it's gonna look like it has scratches. It's not gonna look like the card that you sent as far as like the quality of the card, because it's going to be a scan with these two things on, right? So it's going to show the imperfections on the plastic and not on the card. When they actually grade the card, they're gonna take it out. So see how easy it is for me to put my fingers and pull it out. On the top loaders, it's not that easy, right? So it will end up damaging the card somehow by somebody going in and pulling it. On this one, it's pretty easy. Okay, so you have the card in there. It's in there. So now you're gonna grab one of these, put it at the bottom, one of these, put it on top, right? You're gonna grab some tape, or the rubber bands. Either one is good. I actually don't know if they hate me for doing it like this, but this is how I ship them, and you know, to me it's easier for them, but who knows, they might like the rubber bands. I'm just afraid that it might damage the cards somehow, so put one tape. Grab the other piece of tape. And I basically just do that. And do that. Okay. And so far that's it. Okay, so the next step is basically putting the order together in the box, right? So you have your card, got a box. This is just an Amazon box, but I would recommend using like a blank box that doesn't have anything that they can scan. I'm just using this for the video because I already sent some of the cards out. I had to edit this video because some things were off, mainly on the paperwork. But anyways, so what they want you to do is basically use some bubble wrap. You can use bubble wrap, you can use that what are those things called, the little popcorn foam deals, but I have bubble wrap. I save it all the time. I order something and then I basically for this one I think it's almost like a bag actually, so I'll save me some time. Yeah, all they want you to do is wrap it. Typically I do like more than one layer, but this is all I have left. Like I said, I had to ship the other order, but while I was editing the video, there were some things that I needed to do, and at the end of the day I just decided to reshoot this part. So you place it facing up in the order of the sheet that you're sending. Usually, like I said, I add some bubble wrap at the bottom, or if you have the shipping paper that they send some stuff with, that also works. I place the card, and then you have the paperwork that goes right on top of it. And you basically just repeat the same process. If you have multiple orders, you put a little bit of bubble wrap, your other set of cards, and then your paperwork. I typically send or place the expedited order at the very bottom. I don't know if they hate me for that or if it works or not, but in my mind it just makes them dig through the other orders, and at that point they have to check them in, just so they can get to the expedited order, right? So let's say we are done with this one. The last thing you need to do is on the side of the box, you are going to cut this out and then tape it to the side. That's just letting them know what order is in there. And then your last step is going to a USPS store. Whenever you go in there, you let them know that you have the address that you're gonna send this to. And then what I recommend is doing the expedited service. It's usually like $14 to $18 depending on where you're at. And then what I also will advise is, if you're sending good cards, of course most of the cards that you're grading, typically they're valuable cards, at least to you, right? And I like to add a insurance to that shipment. it only costs an extra maybe like $12 to $13 to do a good amount. And then if PSA never gets the cards, or if they get damaged on the way to PSA, then you can contact USPS and use that insurance towards your cards, right? So that's just an extra safety net. I know PSA has their own insurance, but this is just an extra safety net. And if you're sending out a lot of cards, and especially if they're valuable cards, you don't want to get them. You don't want to lose them and not get anything from it, right? So yeah, that's everything. Let me know if there's anything else you guys would like to know. We'll see you next time.